This is another video in the series that I've been doing for the Economic Payment Program. My payment will be arriving in 2 days as an electronic deposit to my bank account. The first round of the payments, I received a check. The second round of payments, I received a debit card, and this time it's being deposited to my checking account. I never made selections for any of those. That's just the way they happened to come. I think this one's probably coming in to my checking account electronically because when I received the Economic Impact debit card, I transferred that money to my checking account. So at that point, IRS figured out what my checking account is. I don't normally do electronic deposit for my taxes. I usually write a check, so I guess they didn't have my check for that, my checking account information for that purpose. This raises a question in my mind for people who got the debit card and then transferred the funds into somebody else's checking account, not their own. Will IRS now automatically deposit into that other checking account? I'm not sure. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they do some identity matching, but it appeared with doing a transfer to a checking or savings account, you could do it to somebody else's account. All right, so anyway, here, let's go over to my computer number 2 and have a look. Let's see, it looks like I need to make a couple of adjustments here to bring my picture in picture, just because, yeah, we all need to see that, don't we? Probably not. So this is a list of a playlist on my channel of videos that I've done related to the Economic Impact Stimulus Program, and I'll put a link in the description below this video that you can click on if you want to go look at any of those other videos. If you have any questions, I have often responded to questions in the comments, either by just typing in a response or making a video related to the question that somebody is asking. So if you have a question, I think you'll find me very responsive with that. So I'm going to come up here to the plus sign and click a new tab. I have some shortcuts up here on my favorites bar, bookmarks bar in Google Chrome. And down here on the bottom, I have one called EIP status. So I'll click on that. Now, you don't have that shortcut, obviously. This takes me to the site irs.gov coronavirus/get my payment. Well, instead of doing that, you could come to a new tab and you could type EIP get my payment and press enter, and essentially you're getting search results. Be careful that you only click on irs.gov search results. There may be some other search results. Here's another irs.gov, 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 and these search results all have slightly different names. So all of those had irs.gov, but here's cnet.com, usually a reliable, trustworthy source, Kiplinger and KHOU, but I want to caution you that the hackers these days are finding ways to compromise other sites, various sites, to try to redirect the search results so that when you click on a search result, you go to their site instead of irs.gov. And then they're going to ask you to put in, your name, your social security number, your birth date, your address. So now they're capturing that information, which they can use for illegitimate purposes, but they can go ahead and apply that information to the irs.gov so that they can show you the correct, accurate information. And you don't realize that you've been phished. Phish, P-H-I-S-H, and phishing is a way that the bad guys are trying to get your information. So be careful that you're only going to an irs.gov site for this, because that's where the authoritative information is. So I'm clicking on that first one. It gets me to the same page that you saw me get to by clicking on my bookmark that I have. And in both cases, it's called irs.gov/coronavirus/ get-my-payment. You should look at the address bar up here to make sure that's where you got to before you go click on Get My Payment. So now you click on Get My Payment, and we get this government, this is kind of a scary looking message, but basically you are authorized to go look for your own information, right? You're not authorized to go look for other people's information. Click OK here. I would assume you're not. So then look up here in the address bar again. sa.ww4.irs.gov and then a /. The important piece here is the part to the left of the / irs.gov. That's what validates that you are on IRS's website. So then it's very simple. All you do is put in your social security number. I'm putting in my social security number. And then put in your birth date. My browser automatically offers my birth date. And yes, that is true. Now you know how old I am. And then when I click in the address field, my browser shows me addresses that I've entered before. And it puts in my address. Yes, I just showed you my address. When I start having problems with being too public, then I'll start getting private. Click Continue. So then it shows payment status. We scheduled your payment to be deposited on March 24th. That's 2 days from now. Today is March 22nd. To the bank account below, it shows the last 4 digits of my personal checking account. If you don't see your payment credited to your account, check with your bank to verify they received it. We will mail you a letter with additional information on this payment. So that's a piece of information. When you did the debit card, if you sent your payment, transferred it to somebody else's checking account, this is the way that you're going to catch that if you no longer have communications with that person, because they're going to mail you a letter with the information about this payment. So that way you'll know that that it went to that person's checking account, and you can go say, hey, what's up? I want my money. Economic impact payment amounts. If you need to know the amount of EIP, 1 or 2 payments issued to you for tax filing purposes, you can follow this link. You will be required to provide additional information to verify your identity. And we're done. That's how you find out the status of your economic payment. That's it. Okay. So what I do on my channel, if you would like to have free help with computer issues, that's what I do on my channel. And what you do is send an email to DougBetts@LiveWindowsTraining.com for any issues that you're having with your computer. Now, it's free in exchange for, right, there's a cost. It's free in exchange for you coming into a Zoom meeting with me and letting me broadcast the session on YouTube. So your face is going to be on YouTube, and I'll connect remotely to your computer and help with whatever issues that you have with your computer. There's a bunch of videos on my channel showing me helping other people, so you can get an idea of what it looks like. So there'll be links down in the description under this video that you can use to get to the videos on my channel. You can use it to get to the playlist for my other EIP videos. So I hope this has been useful to you. Have a great day. Catch you later. Goodbye.